In this video, I'm gonna be sharing my 5 go-to tips for creating soft, dreamy and absolutely stunning sunset photos. With just a few simple tips, creating photos like these becomes easy. And today I'll walk you through them. We'll cover everything from getting it right in camera to finding the perfect edit. Just like I can never resist grabbing my camera and heading to the beach for another dreamy photo shoot. The light alone adds so much mood and storytelling to the image, making it easy to capture the moments that feel real. So join us for today's shoot and I'll walk you through it with my favorite know-hows. When you're shooting your photos against the sun or against the light, it's important to underexpose your photos just a little bit. This makes it so much easier to edit them later on. If your photo is too bright, it's almost impossible to bring back details of the sky later on. So the easiest trick is to look your photo through a viewfinder, and if you can see the details of the sky, then you're good. It's much easier to bring up shadows in the edit rather than fix blown out highlights. This here is Promise filter, and this secret weapon is something that most beginner photographers don't know about. It's often used in filmmaking, but it works magic in photos too. The Promise filter softens highlights and adds a gentle bloom to the light, especially when shooting into the sun. It instantly gives your photos a more cinematic, glowing look. Yes, you can get similar dreamy, soft glow effect using Lightroom and Photoshop, but it won't be exactly the same since the real filter physically blooms highlights and softens contrast in a way that's hard to fully replicate digitally. As you shoot, take the time to get to feel how the sunlight moves and shifts. Try shooting directly into the sun and also from angles where it hits your subject differently. The more variety you capture, the more options you'll have later on. Plus, it gives you a chance to experiment with editing and see how different lighting situations affect the final mood of your image. Today, when I do shoots like this, I feel completely at ease because I've done it so many times. I can already tell if the image will work or not even before editing, but that didn't come overnight. It came from shooting similar setups over and over again and testing what works in real time. That kind of experience is especially important when working with clients. It helps you create with confidence, move fast and look professional while doing it. So my biggest recommendation would be to shoot as much as you can. Even if you don't love each result, you will definitely be leveling up with every session. The light changes, so we change the lens. As the sun dips lower, the entire vibe shifts. Shadows stretch out, colors turn richer, and suddenly it's a lot harder to recover details in the dark spots when editing. It's perfect time to switch things up. Maybe you started with a wide angle to get these dreamy, fun portraits. Now let's switch things up and change onto this tighter lens. Go for silhouettes, shadows, or more dramatic framing. You can capture 2 completely different moods all within the same shoot. That's the beauty of working with natural light. It keeps changing and we get to adapt and create something new with every moment. I'm already so excited about all the photos we got today. We got some movement, we got some soft lights, and sunsets always make me so excited because of the short window of time we have to create these beautiful images. And the light changes all the time, so you can be really creative. Now it's time to go home and start editing and see what we got. Fifth and final tip would be to nail the edit with the right presets. Now we're back at the computer and it's time to bring the photos to life through editing. It's really important to use the presets that complement the mood. So if we have a sunset setting, we want to use presets that make our photos look dreamy and golden. For sunset photos, my go-tos are always my Yogi or True preset packs. So let's quickly edit 2 photos on Lightroom and see how these work here. So for my first photo, I have this beautiful setting with Clara here, and on this photo I'm gonna use my Yogi preset. So let's open up our preset panel and I can already see I have my Yogi presets here. And let's just quickly go through some of these, and I already know that I'm probably gonna go with Yogi 9 with this photo. And I want to create this really soft and dreamy look with this particular photo. Let's pop this preset on. Just gonna play with the exposure here just a bit and add some contrast. Yes, this looks really good already. Sometimes I test out and see if I like more shadows or less shadows. And you really have to be careful with this. If you bring the shadows up too much, it can look a bit fake. So let's try to keep it right in the middle. But I think just like this, it looks really good. I'm just gonna quickly use some masking as well to just balance out the colors, but otherwise, I think we're already good. So I'm just gonna do quickly mask with linear gradient, even out this darker side with some light, and maybe also this area here. Add some exposure. And now the overall image is quite bright, so I'm gonna go to exposure panel, bring this down just a bit. I think I will do some final touches in Photoshop, and I'm gonna show you the final result right now. And this is our second photo. Again, I will open up my preset panel. I have my Yogi presets here. And I will probably go with some warm tones again. I really like how Yogi 9 works on both of these scenes, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. Or maybe try this grainy one. Let's go with Yogi 11. And as it's a bit overexposed, I'm bringing down the exposure here and bring up the contrast. And I love how the colors work here. They look so nice and so sunsetty and golden. I will try to add some blacks to see if it makes anything more attractive, but I think we are pretty much good. It looks beautiful. And sometimes I go to effects panel to test out dehaze and clarity if we need some more or less. Photo looks already really good. I'm doing some final touches on Photoshop now, and the final result is here. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments which tip was the most helpful for you, and also let me know what kind of content would you like to see next. And if you still haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and see you in the next video.